30 minutes left. Archangel Michael says, a secret camera caught something shocking about your life. The footage is moving fast. Open immediately. Archangel Michael says, this is not ordinary. A moment you never thought would be exposed has just been captured. The footage is moving faster than expected, and time is closing in. It started with silence, then a whisper, then a hidden red light blinking silently behind a mirror. What was meant to stay buried has surfaced, and someone somewhere is watching it on loop. They saw something they weren't supposed to, something shocking, something haunting. Your life has always felt like it was under pressure, like someone was silently pulling the strings behind curtains. That feeling was not your imagination. Now it has been recorded. You haven't seen the footage yet, but others have. And their reactions are changing everything. It's no longer a matter of if, but when it reaches the wrong hands. Obey another camera with no coincidence. It was planted where no one would notice. Silent, cruel, watching. But who placed it there will startle you. Comment below if you're ready to know more. A stranger who visited your space a few days ago, smiling kindly, left more than a memory. Their hands shook slightly when they said goodbye, because they knew what was already recording behind you. The secret isn't just the camera. The secret is what it caught. The kind of truth that breaks timelines and trust. The moment is shocking. Not because of the camera, but because of who is watching it right now. And it's not just one person, it's a group, and they are discussing what to do with it. The energy around this conversation is getting darker by the minute. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $120. They are planning to use this footage against you, not because they care about it with God, but because it would a good cause to you. They know you're valuable. They want to trap your future with your past. They want to make you look guilty of something you didn't even know was happening. But they forgot one thing. Protection has already been set in motion. Archangel Michael says, even before the footage began rolling, light had started covering you. Your enemies thought you were alone. They were wrong. Your reaction to this will determine what happens next. Because what's coming is not just a warning, it's a countdown. And now there are only 28 minutes left. Someone who was once close to you betrayed your privacy for money. The offer was made quietly over coffee, and they accepted it without blinking. A betrayal was just the first layer. What the camera caught includes another person, someone who shouldn't have been there. Someone who swore they were out of your life for good, but they returned without knocking. Their actions on the footage are disturbing. It's not just their presence, it's what they took. They didn't leave empty-handed. A document is missing. A piece of jewelry is gone. But more than that, your dignity was tampered with. And that's what hurts the most. Comment, I claim my protection if you feel this is for you. They think you will never find out, but the path to truth has already been revealed. A technician accidentally came across the footage and was too shocked to stay silent. He made a copy, and that copy is now in the hands of someone loyal to you. This changes everything. Archangel Michael says, you are not alone in this battle. Forces beyond this realm are circling you with armor, but you must act wisely now. The time left isn't just about exposure. It's about what will happen when the person holding the footage presses send. They're torn. They're debating. The reason this is happening now is deeply spiritual. You are on the brink of a shift, and darkness always panics when light begins to rise. Your past was used against you before, but this time your past has been manipulated digitally. The footage might be real, but what they want to say about it is the real trap. A woman with short hair and dark intentions is behind this. She once praised you. She now denies you. She fears your next step. She knows you're chosen, and that's what makes her dangerous. The camera was hidden in an object gifted to you, wrapped in kindness, masked in a false gesture of affection. But now it's turned into evidence they hope will shame you. Type Amen to get blessing 660, for you will remember the moment it was given to you, because it came with a strange heaviness, a weight you ignored until now. They've been collecting footage for weeks. Your movements, your expressions, your private rituals. I want to leak it. But a new hand is entering the scene. Someone who owes you a favor, and they are about to turn everything upside down. You will be shocked by who comes to your defense. It's not someone you expected. It's someone who used to be against you. The same footage that they thought would destroy you will now become the very thing that redeems you. The truth inside the video is multi-layered. They tried to edit it. They tried to add voices that weren't yours. But the original copy still exists. And Archangel Michael says it will be used to vindicate you. Here is a timestamp on the footage. That exact time links to an alibi you didn't even know would matter one day. But now it will comment. Justice is mine if you are ready to be revealed. One of the people who viewed the footage cried, not because of what was shown, but because of what they realized about you. Your resilience shook them. You have endured quietly. Now the noise is beused, and those who try to cover it with fake smiles will panic when they hear your name again. A call is being placed this very moment. Two people are arguing about whether to release the footage. One wants to protect you. The other wants to ruin you. You still have time, but not much. Now only 24 minutes remain. The footage is not what they expected. It shows your truth, your effort, your loyalty. But they want to crop that out. They'll try to make you look dishonest, but they can't remove the glow on your face. Spiritual mark is visible even on camera. Type Amen to get blessing 973. Their plan is falling apart, because the one they trusted to leak it starting to doubt. They saw something holy in your presence. You are being guided to a turning point. This, the moment where shadows either fade or fight harder. Be still but be aware. You are being watched, but also guarded. The more they plan, the more their plans collapse. Because light always moves faster than lies. The camera wasn't meant to bless you, but it accidentally caught something divine. A moment where your faith was raw and real. A quiet moment one you thought no one would notice was captured. You were praying, or maybe simply closing your eyes to find strength. But even in your stillness, the divine shone through. They reviewed the footage again and again, but couldn't ignore what they saw. A pure light surrounding you. The person who wanted to humiliate you is now shaken to their core. Their voice has changed. Their tone isn't cruel anymore. It's confused because the spiritual mark captured on your face has frightened them. Comet light surrounds me. If you believe you are protected, now only 21 minutes are left. Every second brings more truth forward. A name will be revealed, soon one that has been hiding for too long. This person knows you deeply. They've studied your life like a book, and now they're writing their own version of your story. But it won't work, because a divine correction is unfolding. What was meant to shame, you will now shine a spotlight on your strength. This reversal will be loud and undeniable. The people in the background, the ones who watched you fall, will be stunned. They believe the edited version of your truth. But what's about to be revealed is far beyond what they expected. A man is involved now. He was silent for too long, but something about this footage has awakened his sense of justice. He remembers you. He remembers everything you stood for. And he's stepping forward to stop the release before the lie spreads too far. Archangel Michael says even in hidden surveillance, the truth fights back. It cannot be erased. It echoes through data, memory and spirit. They use fear to manipulate. I wanted you quiet, broken, defeated. But instead, this moment will become your loudest triumph. Type Amen to get blessing 441. There's movement near your home. A car parked outside. Engine running. Inside it, one is watching you. Not to harm, but to protect. Amen. Sent. You don't know their face yet, but their mission is aligned with divine will. This guardian was guided by what they saw in the footage. Not the betrayal, but your courage. That's what changed everything. The footage caught more than people expected. In the background was a shadow. There was a shadow, one that doesn't belong to any human. The camera caught something spiritual, and now everyone who watches it feels something heavy, something they can't explain, because that presence was meant to be seen at this moment. There are angels coded in your life. Even when technology tries to lie, heaven reclaims the signal. The footage now carries power comment. I welcome divine justice. If you're ready for your reversal, they're losing control of the narrative. The more they try to edit the tape, the more errors appear. One file is corrupted. Another will play. It's not a glitch. It's divine interference. Heaven has placed a firewall over your truth. The person who was supposed to release it is now shaking. They're thinking twice. They're feeling watch it, 18 minutes left. Every breath you take now carries spiritual strength. Every blink you make is part of a destiny shifting in your favor. You are not just being protected. You are being elevated. The storm they tried to stir is clearing around you, and sunlight is breaking through. Type Amen to get blessing 224. The woman behind this still thinks she has time, but her window is closing. Her allies are pulling away. She made a mistake. She underestimated your light. She forgot who walks beside you in unseen realms. The camera that captured you will now capture her downfall. Because she accidentally entered the frame unaware, it was still recording. To whisper, to laugh, to laugh. There is no evidence. Evidence against her, not you. The tape has turned. A message was written by hand and placed next to the camera, a sentence that was meant to mock you, but it now identifies her fingerprints. They wanted this to be private, but it's going public. In 16 minutes, the first leak attempt will fail. The footage will hit a wall, metaphysical and real. A password will lock it. A force beyond comprehension will block it. They'll try again. But this time it will backfire because the footage will play backwards, showing what they didn't want others to see. Comment: the truth is stronger than lies. If you claim this moment, they are panicking. Their hands are sweaty. Their eyes are wide. But you Your spirit is calm. Because somewhere inside, you know this was meant to happen for a reason bigger than revenge. This was allowed so that truth would have proof, so that light would have footage, so that heaven's testimony would be undeniable. Archangel Michael says, watch closely. The reversal has begun. What was meant for evil is already turning for good. You'll hear a knock soon, but not one of danger. It's of deliverance. Someone will hand you something wrapped in red. It may look like a regular envelope, but it will contain a key, a password, a way to access what they tried to hide. Type Amen to get blessing 582. The moment is closer now, 30 minutes left. The woman is making calls, but no one is picking up. Her allies have been silent. They fear being linked to this. They don't want the spotlight, but it's already but it's already too late. The camera didn't just capture one day. It's been running for weeks. Everything is documented, her voice, her plan, her betrayal. And now it's being backed up in multiple locations. Someone on the inside has signed. They are uploading it in secret, not to the dark web, but to the court of truth. Comment the coward caught the lies. And the truth will win if you know this is your message. The sound in the footage is changing. Frequencies not heard by normal ears are rising. Angelic signals are embedding themselves into the data. Every frame is vibrating with the power of justice. Even the air around the play deck device feels charged. Soon your name will be cleared. Not just legally, but spiritually, emotionally, and cosmically. There will be silence, and then a message. A voice will say, "We were wrong," and they'll apologize. Publicly, your lies were heavy, but the footage is louder, and you are rising above it all. Now only 10 minutes are left. The woman's fingers are trembling as she tries to make her final move. But every attempt she makes now is being mirrored, tracked, and intercepted. She doesn't know that the footage was never fully in her control. From the moment she planned to deceive you, a higher intelligence had already intervened. The energy around her is starting to suffocate her actions. Her face is pale. She senses it now. A presence watching her, not from the screen, but from above. He thought he was clever. He thought he was safe. Comment below if you can feel the shift in energy happening already. But the watchers have become the watched. The camera that was used to monitor you is now the very proof of your innocence and of her guilt. One particular segment of the video is gaining attention. It's a 14-second clip where something unexplainable happened. A sudden flash of golden light near your body. This moment is being replayed again and again. No one can explain it. Even the technician trying to scrub the files keeps encountering a glitch at that very timestamp, because that flash, that was divine protection manifesting, and it left a mark on the video file that no software can erase. Archangel Michael says with a plan for destruction, heaven intercepted for elevation. That footage is now sealed with truth. The woman doesn't know that the man she hired to monitor you is now regretting his involvement. He has come forward quietly but firmly. He's already sent an anonymous tip. He's ready to testify if needed. He says the footage is not what she claims. There is purity in it. Type Amen to good blessings 777. This man saw something in your presence. A karmas that made him rethink his path. He realized he was part of a spiritual crime, not just a digital one. Now more eyes are on this case. Not out of gossip, but curiosity and all. Your life is starting to awaken people. There's talk of a press leak. Someone in the media caught wind of it. But instead of shaming you, they are preparing a feature story on your strength. The narrative has flipped. What was supposed to be your downfall is becoming a rise no one saw coming. Even your enemies are speechless. Only 7 minutes remain, and now the people around the woman are walking away. Some are deleting messages. Others are blocking her number. They don't want to be associated with what she started. They see the storm forming. They know what's coming. She's losing power fast. And for the first time, she's alone. Comment: the wicked always expose themselves. If you know justice is near, a soft knock will arrive at your door. Maybe today, maybe within hours. It will be from someone carrying not a threat, but a truth that will lift a burden you've carried for too long. This visitor will confirm what your spirit already knows. You were never the one to be blamed. A printed copy of the footage will be in a sealed envelope. You'll see your own image, you'll relive the moment. But this time, you'll view it with pride, because you'll see the strength in your eyes, the fight, in your silence, the grace in your posture. Type Amen to get Blessing 391. The countdown is now at 5 minutes. Somewhere someone is praying for you. They saw the clip, and it opened their heart. They're speaking your name in kindness. They're protecting you with energy and words. They are a key part of this divine reversal. This stranger has more power than the woman who betrayed you, because their prayer reached higher places than her camera ever could. And now, in these last few minutes, her entire plan is unraveling. Emails are being forwarded. Phone calls are being recorded. She doesn't realize that one of her allies has turned into your secret supporter, and they've already shared everything. The courtroom will soon see the truth. But even before that, the spiritual court has ruled in your favor. Comment: I am covered in truth and justice. If you feel this in your soul, you're about to experience something rare. A moment where proof and faith collide, where hidden wrongs come into light. This is a divine setup, not to shame you, but to show you just how protected, guided, and chosen you are. They tried to take, they're now forced to return in public, in defeat. Now only 2 minutes remain. The woman is staring at her screen. She doesn't blink. Breathe. She watches the final footage, and it's not what she expected. It ends not with your weakness, but with your awakening. You looked up at the camera. You didn't know it was there. But your eyes met the lens, and in that moment, something happened. A whisper of divine light passed through the recording. It encrypted every file. It marked the moment forever. Archangel Michael says, "They cannot hide what heaven has chosen to reveal, and now the whole truth is about to rise." One final breath, one final click, one final second. The screen goes black. The message appears. This person is protected, and the attempt to harm them will reverse. And with that, your plot ends. Type Amen to get Blessing 884. You will feel peace wash over you in the next hours. Not because things are easy, but because you are cleared. You will hear a name whispered to you in a dream. That name belongs to someone who tried to break you, but their power has now vanished, a footage. It's no longer a threat. It's now a shield, a divine evidence of what you've overcome. Your life is moving forward. The files are being deleted, the lies are dissolving, and your truth is becoming untouchable. Comment below if you're ready for the next chapter because it begins now. The screen may have gone black, but the consequences are still echoing, and the digital shadows where this footage once lived in. Only one copy remains. But it no longer belongs to the enemy. That last copy was silently intercepted by someone who honors truth. A quiet worker in the system who recognized your face from long ago. They remember what you did for them when no one else cared. Now they are returning the favor. They've encrypted the footage, added a code, and stored it where your enemies can't reach. The woman who tried to expose you now finds herself exposed instead. Comment truth has turned the tide. If you know this moment has flipped, you may not understand the full reach of this situation just yet, but very soon people will look at you differently. Not because of lies, but because of what you've overcome without seeking revenge. Someone who once turned their back on you is about to speak up in your name. They are preparing a statement, not to defend you out of guilt, but out of awakening, because watching that footage, even they felt something shift. The spiritual realm made itself known in the background of that camera's recording, and it struck them deeply. The woman who orchestrated this has now lost her voice. Her messages aren't being opened. Her calls go unanswered. The ones who once cheered her on are now fearing her downfall. A file with her name, her plan, her recorded conversation, and her sign order is now in someone else's hands. And that person, they are walking toward you. Type Amen to get blessing 515. They are carrying more than a document. They are carrying justice, and they are being guided by something stronger than evidence. They are being guided by divine order. A public apology is not far. The ones who doubted you will say nothing at first, but their silence will reveal their regret, and then one by one, the truth will melt even the coldest hearts. People who looked at you with suspicion will begin to speak your name with honor. Some will admire you. Others will envy your resilience, but all of them will respect you. The footage they try to leak won't disappear entirely. It will be used by forces of light. It will be included in a sealed record meant to protect, not shame. A divine signature now lives within that file. Anyone who tries to twist it from this moment on will be spiritually blocked. Their devices will crash. Their lies will be erased. You're not just surviving this. You are stepping into a new chapter, written from the ashes of betrayal. Comment. I am rising from what they buried me under if you feel it. The woman who set this plan in motion once knew a softer version of you. She used to believe in your light until jealousy overtook her. Her battle wasn't with you. It was with her own emptiness. And when she saw you flourishing quietly, something inside her snapped. That's when she decided to monitor you. But what she didn't expect was the camera to catch her own shadow. In the final moments of the footage, there's an accidental reflection. Her face appears for 1 second in the mirror behind you. A timestamp confirms it. That frame has now become a weapon of truth, and with it, all her claims fall apart. Tape to get blessing 612. Now there are whispers behind her back. People she trusted are asking questions. Her authority is crumbling. Someone sent her a message this morning. It simply read, "You picked the wrong one." She hasn't slept since. And you're glowing. You may not see it yet, but your spirit is radiating power. Those who see you will sense a change, even if they can't explain it. You will feel a shift in your body soon, a heaviness lifting, a clarity arriving. The confusion that once clouded your life will dissolve like morning fog. The room you once feared being recorded in is now cleared, blessed, sealed, and protected by angels who now guard every corner. Common. My space is sacred. My story is protected if this is for you. Archangel Michael says, a sword has cut through the deception, and what remains is only your truth, sharp and radiant. There's no more room for lies in your environment. From this day forward, anyone who attempts to deceive you will trip on their own plans. Your name is about to be included in something official. A testimony, a case, a decision, and your favor will shine like never before. Someone who once doubted you in private is preparing to honor you in public. A reward is being organized, not for vain, but for endurance. Type Amen to get blessing 308. A letter is being drafted. It will arrive soon physically or digitally. The words in it will heal something deep in you. They will be unexpected, sincere, and life-affirming. You won't have to prove yourself anymore. The energy of defense is leaving you, and in its place arrives recognition. People will begin to say things like, "They were right all along. I didn't see it before, but now I do." They carry something special, because now your truth has an echo. Not just in spirit, but in proof. And that proof cannot be erased. Final 1 minute. The countdown has ended, but your ascension has begun. The very moment they tried to define you by hidden footage has become the moment you were reborn in power. Not a single frame of their intention came to pass, because heaven had already recorded something greater. Your loyalty, your humility, your unwavering light. The cameras they used captured more than the physical. They captured divine evidence, and that is now sealed in your favor. Comment the final second has spoken, and I am free. And now walk forward with your head lifted, because the watcher hath been watched. And you have been vindicated. You are no longer the one being targeted. You are the one being remembered. The clock has struck 0. The countdown is complete. But the ripple effects are just beginning. The silence after the storm is unlike anything you've ever felt. It's not the absence of noise. It's the presence of divine stillness. Everything is being rearranged in your favor, behind the scenes. This isn't just the end of a betrayal. This is the start of a new reign. The person who placed the camera can no longer run from the consequences. Their movements are being tracked, not by humans, but by truth itself. Every step they take now leads them closer to accountability. And you are finally stepping into the version of you that was never meant to be hidden. A comment. The season of silence is over. If you're ready for your rise, word has already begun to spread. Not just locally, but beyond your borders. People who never paid attention to you before are now speaking your name. And not in gossip, but in respect. Someone influential is watching. They've seen the footage. And more importantly, they've seen your response. The way you held your silence. The way you refused to break. That's what moved them. This person has resources, power, a platform. And they're about to mention you in a space that will open doors as faster than you can imagine. A voice that was once silent about you is about to speak blessings into your life. And once they do, the floodgates of elevation will burst open. Type Amen to get blessing 996. While others were planning your downfall, heaven was preparing your platform. You didn't need to expose them. The exposure happened in the spiritual realm first, and then flowed into the physical. Now the angelic realm has made a decision. You are ready. Ready for the recognition, ready for the wealth, ready for the healing, ready for the connection you've been praying for. Someone you haven't met yet already feels like they know you. They've studied your story, they believe in your power, and they are about to introduce themselves. You will meet them soon through a phone call, a meeting, or a sudden invitation. Their presence will shock you, but their respect for your resilience will anchor a new chapter. Comment. This connection is my confirmation if you believe the right person is aligning. Meanwhile, the woman who tried to destroy you is spiraling. Her name is being whispered for all the wrong reasons, and the people she once controlled are backing away fast. She no longer walks with the same pride. Her laughter is forced now. Her circle is thinning, because truth has a memory, and everyone around her now remembers what she tried to do. The mask has fallen. The shame is visible, and still you remain untouched. Archangel Michael says, "No attack form against the protected soul shall prosper." The footage was never a curse. It was a mirror, and now the universe has seen the real you. This next season in your life is unlike anything you've lived before. You will walk into rooms where your name was once landed and be welcomed with applause. You will receive messages from people who once ignored you, now begging to reconnect. You will feel moments of peace so deep, it will make you forget how loud the chaos used to be. The footage was just the traitor. The explosion was never meant to destroy you. It was meant to clear space for your rival. Type Amen to get blessing 701. Your reputation, once shaken, is now sacred. You will hear from someone who used to question you. This time they are reaching out to apologize. Another person will bring you something lost, an item, a message, a truth. You'll recognize it immediately. It belongs to a version of you that was once stolen but now returns with power. A contract is being drafted. A lot of punishment, but a reward. This offer will come unexpectedly, perhaps from a place you never expected to be seen. And when you sign it, everything will shift again. This time in public, you will be celebrated, not just for surviving, but not the surviving, but for not letting the world harden you when it had every chance to. Now comes the moment of restoration. Every night you cried quietly, wondering if the truth would ever matter. Those tears are being counted, and every single one is returning to you as favor. Favor in opportunity, favor in healing, favor in love, favor in joy. Someone will offer you something that will make you pause. It might be an indite, a platform, a gift, a letter, a proposal. Take it because it's not coming from man alone. It's coming from the unseen force that always saw you. Comment receive. What is mine by divine right? If you feel this return in your spirit, there's a shift in your body now. A new strength arriving, a new light breaking through. Look at your reflection. You will notice it. Your glow has changed. Your aura is unbothered. Your energy is crowned. Archangel Michael says, "The story they tried to write for you has been torn apart. The real story has begun. You are no longer reacting. You are leading. You are no longer defending. You are building. You are no longer hiding. You are rising. And no camera will ever capture that which only the heavens can truly record. You are unshakable. You are sealed in light. The dust has settled. And now the doors are open. You now the door exposure. You stood through exposure. You stood through the judgment, and now comes the moment the heavens promised the reward. There's something tangible being prepared for you. It's not abstract, it's not delayed. It's already moving toward you. The footage they used to shame you has now become a symbol, a mark, a cosmic ticket into realms they never thought you'd enter. And now someone is walking toward you with an envelope in their hand and your name on their lips. Comment: "My name is being carried by angels." If you know this message is yours, this person isn't random. They've been watching silently. Observing from a distance, they saw your fall. And now they feel called to be part of your rise. Their name will either begin with the letter A, K, R, or D. You may have never met them before, or maybe they're someone from your distant past returning with a purpose. They were positioned long ago to show up at this exact time. They've been waiting for the green light, and just moments ago, they received it in a meeting, in a message, in a spiritual nudge. They're not coming empty-handed. They're bringing an invitation, or a gift, or a document that changes your financial, emotional, or personal situation forever. Type Amen to get blessing 8.83. You might receive this in a plain envelope, or in a digital file, or it might come through someone else, a messenger, a friend, a courier, whatever the form. Recognize the feeling, because your spirit will know before your hands even touch it. They will feel warm. You might tremble, or cry, or go silent. That's how you'll know this is not just man's doing. This is the divine signature arriving in physical form. There is a seal involved. It might be wax. It might be a logo. It might even be a stamp. That seal will mark the start of the next version of you. Inside will be one or more of the following: an apology and writing a legal correction in your favor, a financial opportunity linked to your pain, a travel invitation or relocation option, a name you haven't heard in a long time, returning with clarity. Comment: I'm ready to open the divine envelope. If you feel this deeply, the names being activated now in connection with your rise are not just people. They are portals. Expect to encounter a woman with the letter S in her name who feels responsible to open a new door for you. A man with the letter L or T who has seen what you suffered and now wants to shift your status. A connection to someone with J in their name who once betrayed you but is now facing the collapse of everything they tried to build without you. All of this is being pulled into your timeline now, not months from now. Not in theory, but within this active divine window that you just stepped into. Archangel Michael says this reward wasn't rushed. It was refined, and now it fits only one soul. Yours. Type Amen to get blessing 11.1. Someone is packing a parcel with your initials. It contains more than objects. It contains energy, an energy that reverses shame and transfers favor. This parcel may come wrapped in brown, red, or even golden tone. Pay attention to the writing on the label, because even the courier will feel something unusual when delivering it. And when you open it, don't rush. Hold it first. Let the silence speak. Then open it slowly, because you are witnessing prophecy fulfilled in real time. There is a document inside. It might be dip or handwritten. Read it fully. It contains not just words. It contains unlocking codes. The codes are not just numbers. They are phrases that awaken something you buried long ago. A belief, a dream, a right. You will be told you were never forgotten. This was meant for you all along. Here's the key. That key may be symbolic or either way. Use it. Because the moment you say yes, the past will not be able to follow you. The moment you say yes, you leave behind every camera, every watcher, every whisper comment. I walk into my reward without apology. If you are claiming this shift, this next door will look ordinary to others. But when you walk through it, something inside you will rise. You will remember who you were before. Life tried to make you forget. You'll be given access to a room you were once locked out of. And this time, you'll be invited in with honor. In that room, someone will stand up to greet you. Someone will pull out a chair for you. Someone will say, "We've been expecting you." Because even though they didn't see what you went through, even though they never heard the lies spoken against you, they know now and they are ready to bless you. This is your time. This is your reversal. This is your final rise. Archangel Michael says, you are no longer watched. You are now witnessed. He saw the video. But now the world will see the victory. Final affirmation. I am no longer proving myself. I am positioned. Let this be written in your story forever. And so it is. You've crossed through the fire. You stood while they watched. You've held on when everything was pushing you to collapse. And now, heaven is preparing to reward you in 4 dimensions. Health, love, finances, spirit. This is no longer about recovery. This is restoration. This is recompense. This is royalty returning to its rightful place. Comment I am receiving in all 4 realms. If this message sits in your bones -1 health, the internal reversal, you will wake up and feel different. A pressure that lived quietly behind your ribs will dissolve. The tight in your chest, the fog your mind, the drain in your body, it is leaving you now. What the footage tried to do, what that betrayal tried to manifest in your body has failed. You may even feel a slight pulse in the center of your chest soon. That's not fear. That's release. A cleansing is happening inside your blood, your heart, your bones. Even your skin will glow. Your spine will feel lighter. Your shoulders will sit higher because the spiritual burden has lifted. Your physical body is catching up. Healing doesn't have to come through a hospital. Sometimes it comes through justice. Type Amen to get blessing 447. If you've had chronic pain or tension, prepare for sudden peace. If your sleep has been disturbed, prepare for deep rest. If your body has been holding trauma, prepare for the reset. This is not temporary relief. This is permanent restoration. -2, love. A sacred return. While you were being judged and watched, someone was quietly loving you from afar, watching your growth, mourning your silence. They are coming back, not because of guilt, but because of clarity. They saw how you didn't react, how you didn't beg, how you didn't chase, and that silence became a mirror. Their name may begin with them. J, P, or H. You'll know it's them when their voice shakes on the first call. They'll say things like, "I didn't know the full story. I've never stopped thinking about you. Please let me show up this time." And you will feel it not in your mind, but in your heart. Comment love is returning with truth. If you feel this alignment, this love will be complicated. It will be stolen. It will be watched or recorded. It will be pure. It will hold you. It will protect you. It will heal what the others tried to destroy. -3, finances unblocked and unleashed because you held your silence when lies surrounded you, because you didn't trade your values for revenge. Heaven has released a financial door that was long delayed. It is not small. It is abundant. An amount of money is already being calculated and processed in your name. It is linked to something spiritual, not just logical. A delay is breaking. A payout is approaching. A transaction is activating. Type Amen to get blessing 990. This money is coming from a legal victory, a forgotten investment, a gift from someone who believes in your vision, a settlement link to your name that's been stuck for years, or a brand new opportunity so big you almost won't believe it. This financial breakthrough will come with no shame and no strings. It's yours. You earned it with silence, with suffering, with survival. And now it arrives as a gift from realms that never stop counting your tears. -4 spirit elevated and untouchable after this moment. You will feel things before they happen. You will sense deception before it speaks. You will hear the quiet hum of angelic whispers guiding your every step. You are no longer in the spiritual rank you used to be. The watchers cannot reach you. The liars cannot find you. The plotters have no power left to touch your name. You've been cloaked in light. You've been marked. You are untouchable in the spirit now. Comment. My spirit is beyond reach. My soul is crowned. You will notice. Devices that used to glitch around you now go silent. Places that once brought you anxiety now feel peaceful. People who used to trigger you now lose all influence. This is the Reward Few Talk Award Few Talk about divine immunity. You are not just surviving darkness. You are exempt from its reach now. Archangel Michael says, from this day, on the energy that once chased you will flee from you. Not because of who you fight, but because of who you are. The camera tried to catch a weakness, but instead it captured evidence of favor. And now the scrolls have been signed in heaven. What was used against you has now marked you for destiny. Say this aloud with power in your voice. The watchers have been silenced. The liars have been exposed. The door has opened. I walk into reward, health, peace, and love fully and forever. This is done. This is sealed. This is your unstoppable return. This is no longer about what was filmed. This is about what has been written. And what has been written cannot be erased. You've crossed the threshold. Now your footsteps leave imprints in the spiritual world. Everywhere you go, evidence of your favor will follow. Comment, my steps are now recorded in heaven. If you claim this confirmation, you feel it, and shift in your environment. That breath of clarity, that invisible knowing, is the final signal. The cower is off, but the covenant is on. You're now walking with a divine layer of visibility, not to be exploited, but to be elevated. Even those who once ignored your existence will start looking twice. You'll sense something in your presence that makes them pause, because what was once invisible in you is now undeniable. Type Amen to get blessing 555. There are new rooms ahead, where your name is on the list before you even arrive. You won't need to explain your story. You won't need to justify your past. Your present will speak what words never could. In one of these rooms, someone will look at you differently. Not with curiosity, but with recognition. They'll say, "You're exactly who we've been waiting for." That moment will change the course of your next 5 years. Archangel Michael says, you are no longer being tested. You are being trusted with new responsibilities, with bitter stages, with people who match your vision, not your wounds. They will offer you peace, not because you begged for it, but because you became it. Comment, I am now trust with peace. If you know your soul is ready, let the past speak no more, because the season of silence is over and the season of strategy has begun. You are not here to prove your worth. You are here to build legacy. They thought they were filming your fall, but heaven was documenting the foundation of your rise. And now everything is different. Nant Archegers. Michael whispers again. The next time they try to watch you, they will be blinded by your light. Your energy is no longer available for old stories, empty people, silent betrayals, cheap attention, hidden agendas. You are now lined with purpose, peace, provision, protection, power, type. Amen. To get blessing 777, the divine signature. A seal has been placed on your name. It's unseen to others, but visible in the realm that matters most. Its seal will protect every deal you enter, guard every door you walk through, blind every jealous eye trying to study your life. The person who tried to record your life in secret now has their own secrets exposed. Because what they never understood is this: you are the storm they tried to capture in a frame. And now that frame has shattered, and the storm is rising as sunlight is finite in the heavens. But on earth you are about to witness confirmation so clear, even your enemies will tremble. You've been elevated in spirit. Your legacy is guarded. Your truth has silenced the watchers. And now the physical signs of your reward are being released. These are not just coincidences. These are divine time stamps meant to let you know, with absolute certainty, that the reversal is real. The blessing is near, and the season has shifted in your favor. Comment. I am ready to recognize the signs if your soul is watching. Sign 1: the call within the next 72 hours. Expect a phone call, message, or sudden voice message. This communication will interrupt your day. But don't ignore it. It may come from a blocked number, an unknown sender, a name from your past you never expected to hear again, or a completely new contact with divine timing. What matters most is the message inside the call. It won't be dramatic or exaggerated. It will be clear, direct, and feel like a key unlocking a gate. You might hear, "I've been thinking about you. We need to talk. This opportunity has your name written on it. I owe you something. There's something I need to return. Pay attention. This call will carry a hidden assignment. The conversation will feel short, but it will change everything." Type Amen to get blessing 886 sign 2. The object within 72 hours. You will see or receive a physical item that carries energy. It may arrive by accident delivery, a gift, a found object from your past, a symbolic appearance in a shop drawer, bag, or envelope. What makes this object prophetic is that it will connect directly to what the secret camera once tried to distort. Where you were once spied on, accused, or manipulated, this object will feel like a shield. It might be a feather, a ring, a pendant, a handwritten note, a key, a mirror, a broken camera or phone, or a sealed envelope with no return address. Whatever it is, you'll know. It will carry a stillness around it. It will demand your attention. When you touch it, a piece of you that was once silenced will rise again. And this time nothing will ever mute you again. Comment, the object will reveal my proof if this sign is yours. Sign 3. The stranger. This is the most divine of them all. Within 72 hours, you will encounter a stranger who speaks words that feel like they've read your spirit. They might say, "You look familiar. You carry something powerful." Whatever you went through, you handled it well. I feel like I was meant to meet you. There's something different about your energy. This stranger might pass you briefly, or stay in conversation for a moment. But what they say will land deep inside you, because unknowingly they are being used as a vessel to repeat what the angelic realm has already declared. They won't know why they're drawn to you, but they will feel it, and you will feel seen. This is your final confirmation that you are not invisible. You are not forgotten. You are divinely observed, divinely chosen, and now divinely rising. Type Amen to get blessing 1100 Archangel Michael says, these 3 signs are not promises for someday. They are prophetic seals, and they are already in motion. The next 72 hours will mark the final tier. The first breakthrough, the long-awaited peace, the open door, the silent vindication, finally spoken aloud. You don't need to search for the signs. They will find you. And when they do, you will know because your soul will whisper, this is it. I'm aligned with divine evidence. I will see, feel, and hear confirmation. And when the signs arrive, I will be ready. Let this be written. Let this be witnessed. Let this be sealed.